Welcome. Now that you've seen 7K and what we do and the three aspects, uh, 7K metals, the membership, being able to buy gold and silver bullion, being able to buy modern collectibles, and sound money in your vault where you can buy, everyone now can afford and own gold and silver the 7K way through incremental purchases, $10 a week, $100 a month, whatever. But the key is make sure you're doing that and you get it fully 100% insured and stored up to $50,000. If you have our VIP membership, that's why it's great. And if you got the legacy VIP membership, you get to earn medal bonuses. And so what better thing than to be able to secure what wealth you've worked really hard for and you're working hard for, and uh, accumulate wealth in the process over time with an asset that never goes broke, that never ever goes to bankruptcy, and that maintains its purchasing power over time. And you've seen all the illustrations. This is not just a few years or a few decades or a few centuries. This is thousands of years of time proven. God's money does not devalue. Okay? That's the whole point. It goes through every currency around the world. It's better than currencies, always has been, always will be. And what better way then to be not to develop an extra stream of income on the side and really can turn into a walkaway income for many people. That depends on you. But let's take a look at our comp plan and how it works. I call it the basics of the comp plan, and that's what we want to introduce you to right now, and how it works. So with that, let me pull up a little quick presentation that will work uh, to illustrate how this works. Uh, we're going to go to slideshow, and what we're going to do today is go through the basics of the 7K metals compensation plan and how it works. And I just say mount on the wings of an eagle and soar with us at 7K. And we have a one-page comp plan, and where you get one on your left and one on your right. You initiate your teams. Now that team can go to infinity on the left side, and you get credit for anything that happens in that team, no matter if it's 1,056 levels down below, and they buy a coin, they do any of the things that create points, those come up to your counter. And on your right team, the same thing. So you need to personally enroll someone on your left team and personally enroll somebody on your right team. Now, on one team, you're going to get help from your sponsor when they're enrolling people. That just kind of happens. So just to understand it. Then we have a rank system for you to rank up as volume accumulates. You're probably going to end up with more volume than you can get paid on. Because if you're an associate, as volume comes up the left and right teams, you can only get paid on 500 points. So if you got more than that in your counters, all you can get is a $500 check. You'll have to rank up to copper. And then it's a very simple system. It's a building system. You help people do that you personally sponsored what you have done. So you became an associate by getting one on your left and one on your right. Then you need an associate on your left team and right team. And then you need to personally sponsor two people on your left team and your right team. And then you can qualify to be a copper, and then you can earn up to 1,000 a week. The rest of the levels progress just like that, but no worry about those now. Let's just get started right. That's the main thing, is learning how to do this properly. So let's start you off. Here you are, you're in the business, you're a member, and hopefully you came in what I call the right way with your Legacy VIP 599 membership. And most of the time, people will do what you do because they're going to ask you, well, how did you start? Because we're going to work with your top 25, 50 people, and we're going to share that as a team. You're going to pique their interest. We're going to teach you how, but let's get your first person decides to join you on your team, and you place them on your left or right side. And let's say one joins you, and the people with the black circles are going to be all you associated with you. That's your personally sponsored people in little color. So when they came in with the Legacy VIP like you, then 150 points comes up. Then when you place a person that you personally sponsor with that, and you've got your sponsor and your upline, the first upline leader that you're working with, uh, you place them there, and that's 50 points. Well, those people know different people than you. And the key here is everybody committing to getting one on their left team and one on their right team from everybody they know. And so if we do that, then you can become a copper, uh, but you're not a copper yet, but you can be. See, when you help them get their one on their left and one on right, they're an associate. So that's the first step to becoming a copper. And let's say they came in with 150 and we place them on their right and place their partner on their left. Well, now you got 250 points in your left counter and you got 350 points in your right counter. So you also are getting what we call loyalty points. Because, see, when you personally sponsored one on your left and one on your right, you get 50 points every time you enroll someone. You not only get commission points, you get loyalty points. Now, what are loyalty points? Loyalty points is how you can get free silver once a month. If you've got enough points in your loyalty, you can convert that into free silver. That's pretty powerful. So you can earn silver and earn commission check. This is kind of powerful. Now, again, each one of our memberships count points. And if you notice, if you get to that restricted basic, it's only 20 points, but it takes a lot of people over here. It takes 25 people in your team before you had 500 points there. Uh, with your legacy, the ones that have the most benefits and most flexibility, those have a lot higher points. The VIP is an annual renewal. The Legacy VIP is lifetime, and both of them give you $50,000 worth of sound money max vault storage for free. Okay, and that pays for itself right there, uh, and there's no fee. Here you can only do $1,000, and you're limited to 10 points, coins, and stack and sell. These are unlimited, so that's pretty powerful. Benefits of the membership not only start here, but also in the comp plan. So how do we become a copper? Well, you've got your two associates. Now you just need to find yourself one more person, place them on your right team or your left team, but you need one on each side. And when you do that, the computer, you just place left or right. The computer is going to place them on your outermost edge. And as we build the wings of the eagle, it's of course going to be on the leading edge of the wing. Okay. So it go right up here, your next person, if you place them on the right. And you get to choose, or you can have the computer do it automatically, but you choose the side. Okay. That means if you personally sponsored a person this week and you sponsored two, you get what we call a bonus carryover that week. So if we're doing this day one, then day two, let's go to day three or fill out the rest of the week. When you enroll that third person, you place them on your right. They came in with a Legacy VIP. That's 150 points. You personally sponsored, you personally sponsored. Remember, the black circles are your personally sponsored people. The blue are gifts from below that your people enroll, but you get credit for it too. So it gives you an example. Now you've got 500 points left, 500 points right. bingo. But you also got an extra 100 points because you enrolled one on your left and one on your right in loyalty points. So it takes, at least 200 points to get a half-ounce free silver bullion coin. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it takes 300 points, but you're building for free silver too while you're earning. Bingo, Saturday at midnight, they check this counter every Saturday at midnight so we can earn weekly checks. That's WEEKLY, weekly, not that other kind of week. Okay. And now you're going to get your first $500 check. You're a copper. They're going to deduct a 500 points from each side, but that's the good news because they start counting the counter all over again. And look, you got a team on the left and a team on the right to start working with you. And we help those people do the same thing. Really, in essence, all we're doing is helping people do what we do in building this business. And what we want is we want it. And I just say, look at it this way. Take this as time. Your job is to get one on your left and one on your right. And then you help those people get one on the left and one on the right. And in the second day or second week or second month, okay? And so your organization starts to grow, but with your help, your job is to become knowledgeable and know who these people are, create a relationship. It's a team. And so, at the third period, you'll have 8 people, 4 new people joining your business in your left team and your right team. Now, it doesn't always end equal, but that's just an illustration of how this works. Okay. And with each person getting 2, you know, that next week, you can have 16, 8 new members joining. The reason I'm showing you this is to stay active. What we do is build our business, so that we're trying to duplicate this process. And then you want to help duplicate this copper that we just did. So you want to help your people become a copper. You want to show them how, you want to help them how with their peaking interest in doing that. And this is how we build this business. Everybody getting there, one on their left, one on the right, you helping the people most interested in getting started, most interested in doing the business the way I teach. Yes, the way I teach, because that's a proper way to do it. It's not the way you think it should be done. It's the way I teach. It's the way that we've all been successful in building this business. So when you're ready to learn the system, you're ready to dig in and work and get this done the right way and build. Sometimes it takes longer. But what I say this, and I'm going to come back here at the end. What if this is years right here? What if this is 12 years? What else are you doing that can produce a $500 check a month or a week while you're accumulating wealth in gold and silver in that process? What else are you doing? You now have something that you can do it in. You now have something your friends and family, the people you work with, the people you care about, they can do it with you too, or people you meet in the future, because you will meet people in the future that will want to do this with you too. So that's what you're going to do. You're committed to building your team. You're going to be looking for that third person on your left and right so you can rank up and become a bronze, because it takes 3 on your left and 3 on your right, personally sponsored, active, be in the business, for you to be able to rank up to bronze. And it takes 1 of your personal to be a copper, just like you were. And that's why I teach to duplicate this system. Now you're building a team of silver stackers, buying AutoSavers every month, because that's that's what generates it. But you will learn that these are products or collectibles that gain value with time, but they don't. It's like buying a house or buying a car. It's not going to, you buy it today and you can sell it for more than you bought it for tomorrow, or next week, or next month. That is ludicrous thinking. No market works that way. Everybody in the world would do it. Everybody be stupid if they wouldn't do that. I know that was kind of harsh to say that, but that's true. Everybody'd be stupid if our products we bought today and tomorrow they're worth more than we bought them for, or next week, or next month, or next year. It takes time for collectibles to gain value. Those Superman comic books, even if you kept it pristine new for the first 2, 3, 5, 10 years, they weren't worth much more than the 10 cents you paid for them. Okay. But now look at if you got one pristine new and still cellophane, or, many other type type collectibles. Collectibles take time, but the whole thing is we've got 7 years of history. We've proven that many of our products gain value with time, and some quicker than others, like our Miles Standish series, like our Liberty Coin series, our White House series, our American series, our President series coin, and our last one, Miles Standish coin, is our John F. Kennedy series coins that's going on. And these things, they seem to be in quite a demand, and they're very limited in supply. And yep, they're one of the ones that gain value the next day, or as soon as they're all sold, then their value becomes more than what we paid for it. Well, that's not a guarantee with every coin, but you have the chance to get coins like that by being a member of 7K. And those count points too. So remember, we're building our team. You're now a copper. This team is expanding. And when your team grows, either you did it. Remember, you only got 2 people personally put on it. These other people are getting people and getting people and getting people. And hopefully you're helping them and you're meeting them. And that's what will propagate and build your business bigger, and you build a stronger team. So when your team grows to 25 people on this left side at buying an AutoSaver once a month, and I'm going to use the 20-point AutoSaver, either the Beauties of the World or our Continued State Animal Series coin. To me, those are the best values. Or, our gold notes that we have, our Holman series notes, but they're only 15 points. So it takes a few more for your team to do that. So I'm going to use the 20-point series coins as an example. So when you got 25 people on this team buying that AutoSaver, that's 500 points coming up to your counter each month. Wow, that's pretty cool. And you're buying it, and it will go on the side you need the points on. The computer plays it wherever you have the least points when you buy it. You don't even have to think about that. It does it for. So you get credit for your own purchase too. And you get loyalty points, remember? So you're going to have loyalty points building up from enrolling people, from buying your AutoSavers. And there's a couple of other ways that you get loyalty points, but you can learn about that later. You're getting the gist and the summary of this here. So, when this side gets 25 people, well, you got 500 points coming up too. But that'll generate you, about a $500 point check every month just on AutoSave. That doesn't count new memberships coming in. The new membership's going to add to this. So you'll get checks during the month, but these AutoSavers are going to add to it too. But in essence, this is what it means to you longer term. And that's what you're looking to build. Okay. Now, when this team grows, how does it grow? Well, everybody in that team wants to earn some $500 checks like you do. And what do they got to do? They got to get one on their left, one on their right. They got to duplicate the same process that we're teaching, that you did when you were building, but you're helping them and you're setting the example, and you're still here, you're still plugged in, and you are building your team. So when that team grows to 50 people on that left side, remember, it goes to infinity. When it grows to 50 members buying that AutoSaver, understanding what you and I understand, then that's 20 points times 50. That's 1,000 points coming up during the month. That's enough to generate $1,000 per month just on AutoSaver. That doesn't count. Remember any renewals of the VIP membership, which is an annual renewal, or people coming in new and being placed in your team. If you got them or did not get them, or if you get some gifts from above from your sponsor, or leader, it just so happened to be placed either in your left team or your right team, whichever, because they can only play. Remember, placements are on the outside first available spot in the computer when you place them on the left or right, and that's how it happens. Okay, so you don't have to figure it. You don't have to. It's not a complicated issue. Where I place people? Well, you place people where you need them, get paid. Okay, or you place people where you need them to get ranked. That's the two questions that you look at. That's the decision. You can work that out through our system. So quite frankly, you're going to be building up loyalty points every month. You're going to be building up commission points every week. Hey, this is pretty powerful program. Earn silver, earn money, accumulate wealth, secure the wealth we have. Oh, yes. And now, look, when that group on your left team and right team grows to have 100 people down there, and you really only needed to sponsor one on your left and one on your right, be an associate for this to happen. That could give you up to $500 a week, depending on how those points are coming in each week with the counter. But it's enough to do that. That's that 100 times 20 points is 2,000 points a month coming up. Nobody buys them on the same day. They're bought on the 1st, the 8th, the 15th, the 21st, and the 20th. And that's why I tell you it's important through working with your sponsor, working with your leader, working with your team to try and get your auto savers in your team spread out on the 1st, 8th, 15th, 21st, and 26th. So they're not all on the 1st. They're not all on the 15th. Then you're going to lose points. You're not going to be able to take maximum advantage of your points that are coming up in your team. But this is just an illustration. We only got you to copper. Okay. So when that's enough to get you up to that. So again, I ask, what are you doing in the next 10 years, 12 years that could generate a check of $500 extra a week? That would make a lot of difference in people's lives because, you can work 60 years and you do not draw $500 a week in your Social Security. This is one powerful program where you're buying and accumulating gold and silver, learning how to do this. You get 1099 home-based tax benefits where your taxes help accumulate gold and silver for you. Just talk to the CPAs. Look at what tax consultants, CPAs have to say about home-based business 1090, and this would count as home-based business tax benefits if you're approaching it trying to build a business like we are doing. So we hope that you understand this is a very simple one-page comp plan. We hope you see what we see. We hope you join us and start building. And you will want to learn. I just did our one. I came in with a business family pack. I initiated that whole concept in this company. When I joined, I joined in my company. I sponsored my wife on my left team. I sponsored our other company on our right team. And so we went to work. I got my first people that I personally sponsored, put them on my left team, and then put them on my right team. We started building, and here we are 7 years later. I became the first $1 million commission earner in the company years ago, not just now, and have been was the top goal earner in the company 2 years ago at the conference, the second top earner in the company. That's not what it counts. It's I've got thousands of people earning an extra $500, every 6 months or every month, every quarter, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of people earning $1,000 or more every month or every week. And we want you to be one of those too. Our company's only 7.5 years old. We're a solid rock company, and we want you to make sure you check out our income disclosure. Well, none of us are financial consultants. None of us guarantee anything. There's no guarantee about the value of gold or silver. We can't do that, and you can't do that. But all we can do is look at history. It tells us a good story, thousands of years of history with gold and silver. And the company has a great story for you and I. And just check out the income disclosure yourself. And we we hope that you see what we see, and you can see this as an opportunity to preserve your wealth, accumulate wealth, develop an extra stream of income, and join us in 17. Grab that membership right now. After you get your membership, ask them about, well, tell me about this family business back of Bob and how that works. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great, blessed evening and day, and soar with us on the wings of an eagle in 7K.